Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks so much for coming by the channel today. Today you're seeing double. We got twins, two W990s for you to take a look at. So let's see what these trucks are all about. All right, it's a beautiful fall day here in November. We're getting ready for our Grey Cup. So we actually deckled up this truck over here. It's from Kenworth. It's a Kenworth marketing truck. It's been in some of the print media, but got these inland decals in honor of the Grey Cup, which will be in a few days from now. And these trucks will be actually blocking the street party. So we will have those trucks kind of blocking the road, and maybe you'll see them on TV. So it'd be kind of neat to see that. But that's not what you're here for. You're here to take a look at these twins. They're actually not identical twins. The only way you can tell the difference between, we got one with curved out pipes, one with straight back pipes. And one has a manual, one has an auto, and I'll let you watch the whole video to find out which one is which. All right, so let's get into these specs. So these are two factory order 2026 W990s on 255 wheelbase. We have a 13,200 pound front axle, Magnum moose bumper with the vertical bars, nice deep Texas style bumper. So that's one thing that I really like about that. It's a nice big bumper. We have the turn signals integrated into them there as well. Now this color, it is a legendary gray. So it's got this really nice metal flake to it. And I'm so thankful that the sun is shining and just making that color pop. Just looks super great. Down the side here, we have the DPF emissions toolbox that's polished with the polished end caps. Did the polished fuel tanks with the polished 7-inch straps. We have on the back here, this is a wet tank for hydraulic systems. So customer kind of gave me the layout of what they needed for their hydraulics, and that is what they put back there, along with all the wiring and controls inside the cab for that. So fuel filler is at the top here, 150 gallon. The other side is a 120. These are supplied by Class 8 manufacturing, Domar tub fenders. So they have a really nice bracket system here for kind of mounting everything to the truck. So you got these brackets really adjustable and nice and durable, and quite reasonably priced too. So as far as the rear ends, we have the Meritor 46,000 pound rear ends. So these are the RT 46 with an oil pump on them. Gearing is 373s. I got disc brakes on this truck all the way around, front and back. I'll go around this side now. So here is the additional fuel tank. So this one here is the 120. Tanks are very close to lining up. The straps do line up, but we just could tuck that one just a little bit further closer, but the factory won't do it because it's too tight, even though you and I all know that that will still fit. But anyhow, that's just how the factory does it. As far as here, we got the def tank with the cover on it, and then the polished battery box right in there. So underneath the hood, I'll just open that up here in a second and show you how that is all accomplished. So dropping this hood down, this moose bumper is quite easy. You got the center pin, and then there's a latch. You just pull up on the latch, and then it just drops down. Now it is quite heavy, lots of weight to it. And now we will just open up the hood here. All right, so here we have the 5 1/4 Cummins. This is the 525 1850 torque Performance Series Cummins engine. So very good engine. This truck is set up for pulling Super B weights if they so choose. Nice heavy duty engine, heavy duty power. And this one here has the manual transmission in it. You can kind of see underneath there, the stick sticking up in the middle there. So that goes inside the cab. On the engine here, it does have a positive air shutdown. So there is a switch in the cab there, so you can flick that and it will basically kill the air intake to the engine. So if it's on a gas lease site, it's not going to ramp up and overrun for you. Underneath here, we have the battery boost terminals, PACCAR fuel water separator right there. There's your power steering pump or gear fluid and filter, oil check right there for the engine. And yeah, let's go around the other side. Over on this side here, your turbo, accessories up front, and then there's the HVAC system right here. So accessing that filter is very easy. You just slide that back, and there's your primary and secondary filter right there. Okay, and like I said, we got disc brakes on the front, and then there is the safety latch. We'll just engage that and we can close up the hood. But before we do, just point out a few other quick things to your attention. You can see up there those additional filters. So that's a pre-cleaner. So that basically drops dust and microns out of the air before it goes into the main air intake system. All right, so here we are inside the cab here. Hopefully there isn't too much of a glare on the dash here while I'm showing it all off. So the way that this truck interior was set up, and this is a bit of a surprise, the driver didn't know that we could do the limited edition interior, and we kind of ordered it with that in there. So we're very pleased with that. It has that nice blue stitch to it, and then this ravenwood kind of on the accent pieces there, and then also on the dash right there. So on the door pad here, we have the window lift controls, door locks, and mirror controls. There is the handle to open up. Down below there, those are the two switches for the wet kit for the different operation. We have your bunk lights. There's an additional set of lights there, a third set of lights there, and then there's your brightness adjustment for the dash, interior lights, and then that is an exterior pre-trip light test. On the steering wheel here, we have that nice leather wrap with the blue stitching, and then your set cruise right here for your cruise control, and then over on this side here, that is for your radio controls and your media controls, and also for the display here in the middle. So as you push buttons here, it will kind of cycle through those different things here. So that's what that's all about. We did a full gauge package, so all the gauges are nice and full. We have some additional switches with some decals or custom labels on them. So those were basically set up so that customer can have it operate how they want with the aftermarket, as opposed to having a big tower with all the switches on. It's all kind of in the dash. So trailer suspension switch to turn that up and down. There is the trailer brakes, engine fan. That is the positive air shutdown switch right there. That is a test to kind of sweep it so you can kind of open and close it, make sure it works. Air traction control, hill assist option right there to shut it off. Now that's because this truck does not have a shifter in it. The other truck would not have that option there. Here is your regen switch, a spare for the beacon, your tarp control, open and closed. And then there is your air suspension dump, your power divider, front diff, back diff, PTO, and your fifth wheel slider. Up top here, we have your hazards. There is the exterior lights for your clearance lights and your headlights. There's more clearance lights, and then your bunk light switch there. And then we did this ram ball mount on the side here with a access port down below so that you can feed wires through to run your e-log and so on and so forth. There is the glove box right there. And then on this side here, the seat is the nice leather seat, the GT703 seats with the swivel option. And then these are heated and cooled seats as well. So top of the line, really nice. Got the nice Kenworth stitching on here as well. Let's take a look in the bunk for a minute. Okay, turn on the light back here. Oh, it doesn't want to go. Anyhow, so down below here we have two storage drawers, and then this table here is a nice rotating table. You just pull on the latch there underneath, and then it just kind of flips out of the way like so. And then you can also spin this seat around. I'll show you how that works in a minute. We have the factory installed inverter with a 12-volt outlet, another inverter up top here, a plug with a 12-volt outlet, microwave, TV, wall mount TV right there, and nice back wall stitching here with the blue Ravenwood stitching, and then it says W990 kind of on the back there. It's tucked underneath that upper bunk. So that's there. And then on the back here is the bunk S-bar heater. There's your inverter. And then there's your fridge to turn that on, to power that on. And then there is the HVAC system. Over here is a nightlight for up above. And this is a nightlight for down below. This is to lock all your doors. And then there's a little alarm clock and a timer there, so you can have that as well. So a couple little lights right here. I'll flip down that upper bunk, show you how that works. Very simple. So you just pull on this little latch right here. It's got the shocks built in, so now you got a spot to sleep up top if you so choose. And then there you can see that W990 a little bit better there. So putting it away, you just kind of push it up there and it's done. And I really like the two-tone. I think that looks really sharp. Kind of brightens it up a little bit as well. Lifting up the lower bed is very easy to do. You just pull up on this little latch like so, and then it just lifts up. Here is the HVAC system for the sleeper when the truck is running. There is the S-bar heater for the bunk, and then there is a subwoofer. Toe pins are right there, flare kit, first aid kit, and your winter front right there. On the back is the inverter, and then on the side over there, there's an additional plug-in. So if you wanted to reroute extension cord through one of these grates or something like that, you do have that option available to you. Last thing I'm going to show you guys is the swivel seat. So I'll show you how that works really quick. It's very simple. So you got to slide your seat down all the way to the front almost, and then back just a little bit. You flip the latch down right here. I'll just use my foot. You give it a turn. It's got to go back just a little more. Turn it all the way around. And then there you go. You're sitting at the table. All right, so that's it for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, if you're new to the channel here, please subscribe. I'd sure appreciate if you did that. Help the channel to grow and join the community here on the Kenworth Guy. Hey, if you are in the trucking business and want to get a hold of me, if you're interested in ordering, inspecting your own truck, or looking at what we have for sale on the lot, used or new, you can go up to the website, thekenworthguy.com, and all the links to the appropriate channels are there as well. So, hey, a big thank you to Peter Toma, Tomadale Farms, and thank you to Theo for all the input into speccing and putting these trucks together. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my customer who purchased this truck. Really appreciate it very much. Both of these trucks, as a matter of fact. So that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, have yourself the world's best day.